Good morning, Vietnam. I'm sorry, wrong place.
Close.
All right, I'm Ed Parcaut. I'm here with Mike Kelly, and we're Real Estate Jerky Daily.
And I got my coffee today.
I got a third cup of coffee today.
Oh, this is my second.
I knew I'd beat you. It's always that way.
Oh, God, it's hard being second all the time.
Well, the positive thing is that we got our lighter for Operation Firewalk. If you walk it, you get this nice lighter that says, I walked the Firewalk. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's actually a replication of the 1940s Zippo lighter.
Yeah, it's got bumpy things on it.
Yeah, well, it's the feet are sticking out. Yeah. So, yep, the little feet right there. Look at the feet. All right, and then go to operationfirewalk.com to sign up or support. We just had the website revamped. It'll be even better in the next 30 minutes. Ralph, I think, stayed up all night to update it.
Oh, man.
Because everybody's starting to sponsor. Everybody's starting to do more. You know, we're trying to get more people out there. And it's all coming together, thank God.
Good.
Yes, and we got a company to sponsor a few veterans. So if you want to come, but you can't afford it because of what's happening in your life, reach out to Ed Parcaut. And why did I hear that noise?
I don't know. It came from over here.
Because they're all reacting to my photo on Facebook.
Oh,
we get rid of all that. All right, let's talk
about. Up.
Yeah, well, everybody's like, I'm extremely posting again for all the stuff for the Firewalk.
Extremely posting.
Yeah, well, that's what you do when you're trying to get close to the thing. You really rally behind and do it. All right, let's talk about our numbers today. CPI came in. All right, so that's the inflation, right? CPI report, which measures inflation on a consumer level. If you know anything, if you were at our Rotary financial panel thing, you would understand that they went to this report back in the 70s and took out housing and only put in rental prices for. And what most people don't know is they're 18 months behind on the actual rental increases. So if the rents are going up today, we won't know about it till in 18 months from now.
Yeah, I got a question. Why?
Because that's how it works.
18 months. Why?
Because that's how it works.
They're
18 months behind.
That's an answer I don't accept.
Because they don't want you to know what really is going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So right now it came in 0.4 higher than they came in 0.4 month over month, which was above the market expectations of 0.3.
Gotcha.
So 0.1 is huge because we're starting to get higher, not lower. Each month we're showing a little bit hotter. This was above. All right. So then you look at the overall year over year. It's market expectations of 0.3, and it came in at 3.5% year over year. So that's higher than the 3.4 estimate they were thinking. So did you follow that? So it went up 0.3% instead of what they thought. Yeah,
exactly.
So, yeah. Core inflation, which strips out all the important stuff that you pay a lot for. Energy prices.
Hey, let's talk about the good stuff, man.
No, they take everything out that's inflationary,
right? And
then it left it. So the core is increased by 0.4 for March, which was above the 0.3. So overall, year over year remained unchanged at 3.8% year over year, above the 3.7 estimate. So it didn't change year over year, but it didn't go down either.
We live in a world of tenths.
Well, the issue with this big thing right now is it's showing that inflation's not going anywhere because they keep spending.
Yep.
They being whoever the current administration is.
Right.
And you can't fight inflation if you keep spending
money.
Yeah. And I'm just getting tired of all the lies I keep hearing out there, how everything is and this and that. And because they think if they tell you it 3 times, you're gonna start believing it. What was that word you have to say 3 times in the mirror that you don't want to say? Beetlejuice.
That's one of them, but I don't think it was in the mirror. What was it?
I know that was just. I didn't.
What was the one that made your head disappear?
I don't want to know because it might happen.
Oh, head's gone.
All right. Mortgage Bankers Association released their mortgage application data for ending last week. Showed that overall application volume increased by 0.1%.
Like I said, we're living in
one more. And by the way, it was taken away today because we're up 61 basis points and they didn't lock it. So that's no way to go forward.
Oh,
yeah. So and then down 23% year over year for purchases. Yeah. That's pretty bad. Yeah. Refinances increased by 10% from the previous week, which is pretty good.
Right.
And it was 4% higher compared to a year ago. Well, 4% higher a year ago, nobody was doing anything on refinances. Now people are like, I'm really hurting. I hate to get rid of this low interest rate, but I need to pay off all my credit cards.
All my credit cards that
and
Christmas killed me.
And save the, $2,000 a month. And then I can apply 1,000 of that to my principal each month and pay this loan off in 12 years.
There you go. That's
Figure
not bad.
No, that's
not horrible at all.
All right. So that was what today was: mortgage application, consumer price index, 10-year auction. We won't know about till later. Fed minutes are going to say, well, we're not sure what we're going to do. That's how they're going to say, because right now they're not going to do it. The June cut is only at like 25%. The June cut's at 0. All right. We're not cutting in June.
You were not.
There's no
period.
How can you do it with inflation keep going up? If you cut in June because you want to do
inflation,
it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
And the bond market's going to go, what the hell are you doing? We know better than you. So rates are going to continue to go up, except for what the Fed does. So why even mess with it? Just keep it where it is. And somebody said, well, they're going to, do it for the election. They shouldn't do anything for the election. I'm just saying that's how they're supposed to be, their stance.
Well, if they did for the election, it's going to screw the country up even more.
Well, the country is already screwed up.
But it's not going to help for votes towards that administration. Is what I'm saying. What do you see?
I email.
Oh, was it a good one?
I was trying to understand what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It was a quick one. It wasn't supposed to be looking at. I apologize for
It's okay.
And before I let you get into everything, I'm going to add this to stage. All right. Operation Firewalks coming this Friday and Saturday. If you're a veteran, first responder, reach out to us. Go to Operation Firewalk, sign up. If you need some help because you can't afford it, reach out to us. Me personally, go to, give me a call, 209-404-1915. We do have a few sponsored spots left. Because a company sponsored a few people. We want to help some veterans, but if you can pay, please pay and let these people who can't really afford to go.
Yeah.
But go check out. I think in the next 20 minutes, the website's going to be really updated with all the different videos that I think Ralph stayed up all night to update it.
Jeez, he's a good dude.
Well, I didn't know this, but he really wanted to work with Tony Robbins.
Oh, Ralph did?
Yeah, that's his big thing. I want to, he goes, I've always wanted to work with him. Well, this is pretty close because Dave Sanderson was on the team with Dave Albin, who's coming. So those two. So our keynote speaker is Dave Sanderson, who was the last person off the plane that went in the Hudson.
Right.
Shocking that he also worked for Tony Robbins at the time, back then.
That's interesting.
And then Dave Albin's been with Tony Robbins for over 20 years, because he was on the team for 15 years running it, but then before that he was volunteering and getting to that point. So we have people who know what they're doing.
Yes, they can get it done.
Yeah, that's correct. What do we have this week left? Tomorrow, initial jobless claims, producer price index. I think producer price index is going to come in lower. That's just my I just think so. Because remember, this is consumer price index, which means all the stuff at the stores is very expensive. All the stuff that we pay for is very expensive.
No kidding.
Producer stuff comes first, lowering, and then you'll see consumer show.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
And then Friday is Michigan's consumer sediment. How much sediment is in my wine is what they're going to tell you.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot in their water. Good old Michigan.
All right. You going to talk your numbers?
Yeah.
There, I helped you out there.
Wow, you did. Before I could see.
Because you're going to click on it and then you're going to pull up my other thing. So I just thought I'd help.
Nah, you helped. Hey, listings are up a little bit. So
this is our area. So we're closed so far for the year is 762 as of last week, right?
Yeah. Well, no, as of today, as of this minute.
And this is where we're not. What are we?
We're 10 days into.
So we're a week into this month.
Yep.
So if we figure there were 8, that's 9 weeks, right?
Yeah.
10. How many? Well, we're in April. No, that's more than that.
No, it's 13 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I knew it was a certain number of weeks.
Yeah. It's not a lot.
I know.
762
divided by 13 times 4. That's 234. That's not bad.
Well, it's better. And
we were 203 in the beginning of the year.
Right.
So that's 31 more that I can do.
Anyway, as you can see, there's still not a lot of inventory. But inventory is creeping up a bit. Not enough to save the day.
Well, with what just happened today, where the 61 basis points that were up, it's going to creep up probably a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because rates are creeping up and people are going to go, what? My payment went from what to what? So if you're I'm sorry, I cut you off. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
But if you're looking for homes right now and you're listening to this, go back to your loan officer and have them rerun your number before you write that contract. So you don't get into contract and then go, what do you mean my payment's $200 more now?
Yeah, exactly.
Or $100 more or $50 more, whatever that number is. I apologize. Keep going. Go ahead, Mike.
No, that's it. I mean, that's 383 pendings. I think that number is decreasing a little tiny bit from the previous week, which I was not here. But inventory is increasing a little bit. That's all I can really say. Not enough to change anything. Not enough to drive prices down. Interest rates will help do that a little tiny bit, or slow things down a little tiny bit. So, still a great time to buy.
Yes, it is. I mean, because you have control over price,
right?
Where in the future you won't have that control. You're not going any other time in history. You're not going to have the control of the price like you have right now. And people go, what are you talking about? Because that might take a little bit longer to sell. But if you got the Bay Area going through the roof right now, that's going to come this way even more.
It always does.
Yeah. I mean, once that stuff gets crazy again, then crazy all comes this way.
Well, and I got to tell you,
crazy is what crazy does.
Crazy does. Crazy is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Is that what that is?
So 2 new listings in my neighborhood in the hood. Okay. One on Parcaut, one on Fleetwood. Fleetwood on the market for $750, sold in one day.
What?
Sold in one day.
Cash?
I don't know.
No. You didn't take that. Oh, you're not the listing.
I'm not the listing agent.
And you do all that stuff in your neighborhood and they didn't go with you?
I know. Is it crazy?
That's just,
isn't it crazy that Lorraine Cardoza, who's a PMZ agent, didn't list her home with me? Isn't that nuts?
That is total nuts.
And isn't it crazy that Elise Litt, who is a realtor, did not list her home with me? I don't know what's going on.
That's crazy talk.
But she had hers on the market for $889, 4 days on the market. So activity is still great.
It's about location.
It is about location.
Okay. If the location comes up, people are going to buy it, and that's the thing, because we're not making more of these properties.
No, we're not.
We're not building any more of these properties right now.
Yeah, and these properties, were built in the 60s and 70s and are, how you say in my country, well built, bigger lots, and nice floor plans. So
I got a pet peeve after I. Okay. All right, so when the way we do our stuff so we create the loan, at the CD and everything at the level, and you're ready for docs, and we invite title, and we say, okay, go in their balance. I'm getting tired of title company going back to us and go, okay, we don't balance. Can you fix it? No, that's your job.
Why would they not balance?
Please advise on balancing and when we can have loan documents. I don't know. Did you go in there and make changes to what your stuff is? So they came back yesterday and said, or the other day, we don't balance. Okay, figure it out.
You've got the lender instructions, right?
Yeah, well, they have the CD. They can go. They have everything. They got their title package ahead of time so they can work the numbers.
Right.
Then all they have to do is if they're so lazy they don't want to go log in and make the changes, they call this 800 number, which I gave them, and hit option 3, which is closing assist, and you tell them and they'll do it for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and they keep coming back. Advise on balancing. Oh, first of all, I told you were wrong on. Then you put $99 for the pest on the buyer side, which is supposed to be on the seller side.
Well, there's a balance problem.
And then there's $5.04 left. And I said, okay, I see that the home warranty was $575 according to contract, and now it's $580.
Yeah.
So make those changes and figure out where your 4 cents is. $99 on your end, not our end.
You're right.
We have it right.
Well, and $5 on your end because
if the
contract says,
but you can adjust it.
I know
on that one thing, because there's no invoices that we need on those things. You can just go in there as an escrow, just adjust those numbers, and on yours, because the $99 on there. And then the $5, that's just God telling you, hurry up. The $5 is, just go in there and adjust it to $580 if that's what it is. Don't rely on other people to do your job. I mean, it's bad enough that the loan officers and the lending company has to do the CD and the loan estimate now, and escrow used to have to do that kind of stuff.
Right.
Now they give us their numbers, and then we have to put it all in the system.
Punch all your numbers in.
Yeah, and then disclose. It used to be, we relied on escrow to tell us what the numbers were, and now we have to.
Well, maybe they're just out of practice.
don't know.
It does come down to using escrow officers and title companies and escrow companies that have been in the business for a while, know what they're doing, and have no problem doing their job.
Right. So when I reply back, that's not my job.
That's going to be kind of snarky.
Okay. Can you do your job?
Yeah.
Is that better?
No.
Let me do ChatGPT.
Yeah.
How should I say this?
Can you put this in a
How are you?
lovely
I hope
touch?
to find you well today.
Please do your content.
That's the first
Please
line.
do your dang job.
That's the first line in ChatGPT always on an email.
Yeah.
Update my email.
I hope this finds you well.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I want to show you Operation Firewalk. I want to show the website real quick.
Okay, do it.
Let's see here. Share screen. I said share screen. Come on.
I didn't say share screen.
I did. All right, here it is. So you go to Operation Firewalk if you want to help out or sign up, and you see that each day we're limited to 220 people. It talks. Oh, it has my little video that I did a horrible job on. This is Dave Sanderson, who was the guy who was the last person off the plane that went in the Hudson. This is Dave Alvin, who is actually going to be the. So they're both keynote speakers, but Dave's actually the one that's running the Firewalk. This is and this is Tony Robbins talking about Dave Sanderson. Ooh, look at that. And then our clients, it talks about shows a video and how many people get burned. Ooh, in a Firewalk. And then the time the doors open, the date, where it's located, all that information is right here. All you got to do is put in this information right here and then click on I want to register and pay, and you're good to go. So thank you, Ralph, for taking care of all that for us.
That's pretty sexy.
Yeah, he does a good job. All right, that's all I have. How are you doing? You got anything else? And if you don't remember anything else, go to operationfirewalk.com. Here's the other stuff. Yes, I'm promoting it more because it's coming in a couple days. I want to make sure we get everybody and people go, I didn't know it was not here. That was here.
I didn't know it was
I
not
did
here.
not know that.
Hey, make a great Wednesday.
You too.
Enjoy the sunshine for a couple days. I did do a lot of stuff, but I mean, we are increasing our inventory a little bit. Our sales are increasing a little bit. Our pendings are down a little bit, but hey, it'll all be back up again soon. That's all I got.
Is that it? I was going to look at the weather because you said it was really bad this weekend now. Saturday is still there's 65% chance of rain. And what time is it on Saturday, the rain? It's all in the morning. It's 1:04. It's 2:00 in the morning. Yeah, it's in the morning, like it like at nighttime.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so when we wake up, it'll be water everywhere.
It'll be wet.
Yeah,
but it's just cloudy the rest of the day. That's
correct.
Good. That'll be better.
Yeah, well, it'll clean up everything, get the dust down.
I don't have some slicks or anything like that to wear while I'm out there. Yeah, you know, all those
out where
when you're out there at the field, where you're going to walk on the fire.
Yeah. Wear clothes. You wear no shoes, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my work boots. Is that okay?
Don't wear long pants.
Yeah. I didn't ask about the dress code.
Well, you probably don't want things that.
How about bell bottoms? Should I wear bell bottoms?
Yeah, that would be perfect. Really overly long bell bottoms. Protects your feet.
Yeah, you drag them on the ground. I think they'd make you roll those things.
Yeah, I think so.
They fell down. Let me stop and do it while I'm in the middle of my walking.
Oh, this is getting hot.
All right. That's all I have for today. All right, everybody. Guys. Thank you. We have appreciate a great Wednesday. You. If you like what we do here, subscribe. And I apologize. Yesterday's didn't get up on a normal time.
Oh,
the VA had other things to do.
Darn.
All right. Make it a great day. We'll talk tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.